Hello and welcome to Just Learn Python. This is Python tutorial for beginners. We are in part 12. This is a continuation of part 12. In this video, we are going to learn about built-in functions related to sequence types. The first one is str, that is string. It will convert an object into a string format, that it returns a printable string representation of an object. It takes multiple arguments. The most common is either you pass object or you pass encoding. The default value of encoding is UTF-8 as of now, and errors is strict. So now in the first example, I am passing a digit 33 as a string, and I want it to be a string format. So I am printing that here num. So we get string representation of this digit. Next one is we are passing a binary value and encoding as UTF-8. S1 we are printing. Fine. When you pass either encoding or error, then the object has to be either byte like object, either byte or byte array. So here we are passing a byte to str and encoding, and then we are printing S1 and getting the special character mu. The next one is example 3. We are passing 2 bytes here and encoding UTF-8 and error as strict, and after that we are printing S1. So we get the same output as we seen earlier, that is mu. Fine. The next one is list. List returns list, which is an mutable sequence type. So you have to pass a iterable, it will convert it into a list and gives it. In the first example, we are passing a string, it returns a list of characters. Let us run this. Returns a list of characters A, B, C, D from the iterable, that is a string. We are going to learn more in depth about list, tuple, strings, etc., byte array, etc. No need to worry about it. This is a first level information in this video. So don't worry about all this. We'll again revisit all this, all the methods, how to manipulate these sequences, etc., and so on. We'll learn in detail. Fine. Tuple, like list, it returns an immutable sequence type. It is like a list, but it is immutable. Mutable means you can modify the object. Immutable means you cannot modify the object. Here, once it is defined, you cannot change that object. So we are getting a tuple from a sequence here, iterable. Fine. So T1 is assigned to tuple ABCD. I am printing it here. So it gives us ABCD. Notice the list is square brackets and tuple is round brackets. Fine. Here it is square brackets, here it is round brackets. That is the difference. Next is bytes. Bytes takes 3 arguments: source, encoding, errors. All 3 are optional parameters. If you don't specify anything, it will give a empty bytes. That is a byte object, which is an immutable. Means once you define, you cannot modify that. You can only read. The sequence of integers in the range 0 to 256. Byte is an immutable version of byte array. Byte array also will see, both are similar, but one is mutable, another one is immutable. Byte is immutable, byte array is mutable. That means we can modify the byte array. So here we are taking a cafe variable, we are getting a bytes with encoding UTF-8. I am printing that here. So you get cafe as string as it is, but a, which is a special character, that we are getting it here as a bytes. Byte array, similar to bytes, the only difference is it is mutable. Fine. That means once you define, you can also modify contents of the byte array. Cafe underscore array gets a array from cafe, which we have already defined in the previous example, that we are printing it here, and then we are modifying the fourth character, by indexing it and assigning a different value. This means we can change the contents of cafe array, that we are printing it here. So see here, earlier it was 09 and here it is 08. So we can see the contents by using a for loop in a hex format. So if you see, the last special character is 09 that we are changing it to 08. So that's why we got a byte array cafe xc3 and xa8. Fine. This is mutable. To just show it's a mutable object, I have assigned a new value to fourth element of this byte array. Next one is length, len. It takes a sequence or a collection. It returns length of the sequence or number of items in the object. S can be sequence such as string, bytes, tuple, list or a range, or you can have a collection such as dictionary, set or a frozen set. All we will see in this series. Okay, all these sequences and collections we will see in upcoming videos. S is a string, just learn Python, and we are getting a length of S here. So that is 17, length of number of characters in this including spaces. Then my list contains 3 elements, int, float and a string, and it should give us there are 3 elements. So there are 3 elements. Fine. The next one is max function. Max returns the largest item in an iterable or the longest of the arguments we pass. If you pass iterable, it will get the maximum in the iterable, or if you pass different arbitrary values, that it gives maximum of the arguments. So here I have taken max of the string. So I have printed here. So we should get y, because y is the biggest alphabet in this string. If you pass a list, then it should get maximum in the list, that is 233. 233. Fine. Similarly, we have min also. Min also is similar to that, but only difference is it returns the smallest item in an iterable or smallest of 2 or more values what you pass to the min. The smallest of just learn Python in a string should be space, because we also have space. Space is lesser than all the characters. We are passing a list here to the min function, and we should get 0 as the minimum of this list. 0 is the smallest in the list. The next built-in is reversed. Reverse takes a sequence, return a reverse iterator. Any sequence which has reverse method implemented or supports sequence protocol, that is len method and get item methods are implemented. These things we will learn in object oriented Python or in some other videos. Fine. So reversed, what I am doing here in the first example, I am passing a string. It gives us a list of reversed characters that we are printing here. To get again back the string, we have to use string method join to get a proper string. So this gives an object, and to get that we are joining it with joining the all the elements in the list. Similarly, list, passing a list, reverse a list here. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, printing that here, that is the object, and that object is converted back to list by using list built-in, which we have seen before. So it gives us reverse iterator, object is at this place, and once you convert it back to list, it gives us the reversed list. In this video, we have covered built-in functions related to sequences: str, list, tuple, bytes, byte array, then length, max and min. After that, we have covered reversed. I hope you like this video. All this we will use when we do examples. So whenever there is a necessity or whenever you feel like, use these built-in functions. No need to write your own functions, they are already available. Fine. I hope you like this video. Please give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for upcoming videos, and don't forget to click the bell icon so that you will get notification whenever there is a new video is uploaded. Thank you for watching.